Okay, we require more sand. As such, I'm going to get to a spot wherein there is a sand available to refill my truck. There you go. Right here. Don't talk to me about routes failing, okay? The routes are there is no route. So literally that's lies. You can't fail a route when the route does not exist. So checkmate, honestly. So, okay, can we? There you go. There you go. We lost some of the sand, which was an unfortunate, but you know, an accident happens. No problem. We'll go get some more sand, maybe. You know what? Just so I know what I'm doing, and to make sure I'm not doing extra stuff, because nobody hates doing extra stuff more than me. Let's get my dozer over. By the way, it's high time for a better dozer. This is one of the only vehicles that like I have been. This is the first one I got. I haven't gotten to a better version of it yet. Like we need a better dozer. Something that's a little bit easier to control than this bad boy. Maybe even faster. It's already pretty fast, but faster still. Maybe with the bigger blade. Maybe with a little bit of sand capacity, so that we can like even out places where like there's just a little less sand. Maybe it like gathers excess sand on the road. I don't know, man. A lot of different things you could introduce. Okay, we have initiated sand flattening mode. Let's do that. We're planning on making ourselves a road. I mean, just that sand is probably pretty good. Might not be perfect, but it's like by itself pretty good. That being said, doesn't take that much effort driving down, another two vehicles here. Now they are rather slow, but having a proper paved ass road will definitely help us out. There's no denying the helpfulness factor. A little bit more would be nice. But yeah, mostly it's doing rather well. And yeah, I mean, for me, this is perfect. You don't even need to make a full paved road, honestly. I would like to do it though, because it's got many benefits to having a properly paved road. Okay, buddy. What the hell, man? Just think, I know it's like got 20 tons of sand or whatever, but still. It's looking pretty good. Again, I have to ask the question. Okay. So we dumped a buttload of sand. Over here, I would like to see if any other work needs being done. Just to make sure that everything is working out completely fine. Now, there's still actually a little bit more sand over there. You might want to Okay. Question is, do I want to bring in the other two vehicles now on this road? To build a fully functional road. Or do I want to leave it as is and just relax? Because I mean, even as is, it's pretty good. Nobody gonna deny that it's not good. Although we still need a little bit more for sure. If I can get down here, you can get sand. So let's see if we can. Okay, sand me up. Okay, so look at that. We were able to get us some extra sand to work with. Now this is wet, right? Yeah, okay. It's a little wet, but it's not actually that bad. We can work with that. This on the other hand, this is pretty bad. Okay. The rest of it is basically like, it's basically just fine, right? This little middle area is okay. Okay, there, that's all mud. Okay, so we start out here. So we are going to want a path leading out. Okay. It's not ideal. Why are you having trouble? This road is it's fine. It's not good. Nobody said it's good, but it's fine. You know, it works. Okay, we got a lot of sand. Then a little bit more here will do it. We need, the closest is sadly actually just, we gotta go back. So we're gonna need a little bit here, a little bit maybe even on the inside of the sawmill, just to make this area, you know, a little nicer to traverse. And then we'll get our other two vehicles around anyway. We'll make this a proper road, because I mean this can then extending this can be our path to the actual port, like the official port path, because we do need one of those. Currently the port is basically inaccessible. We don't like that. So we would like there to be a way for us to be able to go to the port and restock our, well, do whatever operations need to get done. A lot of vehicles need to go to the port. So it would be much appreciated, basically. We could make that happen. Anyway, there is another path I saw, kind of like a jungle path off on the side, probably like definitely usable for sand restocking purposes though. If I had to guess. Pretty much. Once we get on more solid ground, we can increase the speed a little bit. We just, we just want to get this done ASAP. It's very important to us that it gets done rather quickly. So if it takes 20 tons of sand to be dumped, Then 20 tons of sand, I will dump it. We need a safe path. Is the long and short of it. Currently, as we speak, it's supposed to exist. It doesn't. But now this is inside the sawmill, so I'm hoping that at least inside the sawmill, the little puddles and all, they can actually just manage that without the need for me to build like a formal road to it. That is my sincere hope. Okay, good amount of sand. Goodish amount anyway. Enough to make a decent sized road. Maybe, not really 100% sure on that part, but should be able to do something with that for sure. Might be sensible to get another load of sand just to make sure we've covered all the bases, Well, I think it should be enough. There are others who I think would disagree. Okay. Now, to finish it all, first we start with you. You are the paver. Now we have a long drive. And your ass is surprisingly slow. I feel like my old paver was faster than you. Which is surprising because the old one was a piece of shit. And you, my friend, you are rather expensive. So, I mean, I demand to know what's going on here. Why the hell are you this slow, bro? Don't make me strap you to a damn freaking, what do you even call it, like a vehicle transporter or whatever, and then make it drag you along. You don't need that. The waves are looking kind of nice too. Look at that. Still not, very well done, but I'm sure they'll get water physics down. It is, it's not easy, of course, replicating the natural world, but can be done. And the better it's done, the more immersive games will become. And people like immersive games. It's a good selling point. People like realism. The water being drained out of the wheels. It's still wet though. It'll dry up, right? Currently we're driving on wood, and that's super dry. Yeah, it took this thing quite a long time just to get to this area. So yeah, it is a slow vehicle, but you know, slow and steady wins the race and all that. We're about to reach the first. It actually flattens the ground behind it. I think it does. Anyway, this will all become a road now. Yeah, because this force flattens everything to like a solid layer. Because again, it's got to become a road. Roads have got to be flat. That's what I hear. Alright, slow and steady. I've heard that that's how you win the race. So, there's still some like muddy spots. I think I would have preferred to make a road there too, probably, but whatever. Yeah, even there. But that is, well, it's fine enough, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't take you around normal roads, normal like wilderness paths. You're made for city roads. So you are taking your time. It's got treads, man. I thought if it has treads, it's much better at navigating all of these like uncertain terrain and stuff. It's kind of struggling though. Like, look at this. Okay, we're on freaking sand. Okay, we're gonna just lay down hot asphalt. Cover this entire gap. We'll even pour some in the drink around here, just for funsies. I'm just holding down the button to go forward. It's struggling. It does not handle well. Well, there is no road, which is kind of dumb because it's literally its whole purpose is to build roads. So how can it not handle well where there are no roads? How are you going to build roads? Come on. Let's try and keep keep the treads on solid ground. So I think in any kind of bumpy terrain it doesn't do well with. Which, by the way, I thought treads were like perfect for bumpy terrain. Maybe they aren't though. Maybe it's best for mud and stuff. And this kind of terrain is made for tires. I think these are like tire gaps. Like someone drove like a big truck over here and the tires left a gap. And because our freaking treads are getting stuck in that gap, it's causing a problem. And this is painfully slow. It's been 27 minutes of this. And yet I thought it would just be a quick road. It hates the extra sand. Just let me get to the other side first. Hostile ass road building crap. Okay, give me a second. Alright, let's complete this. If I realized it would be this slow, maybe I would have not done this. I don't know. But lesson learned. Only build roads if you absolutely have no other choice, because the asphalt layers are garbage. I don't know if the roller is much better, but like the asphalt layers, hot garbage. And I think it's because of the unevenness of the ground. It's not able to, because it wants to lay a flat layer, and it's not getting a flat layer because there is not a flat layer right now. It is uneven. Because like, you know, because it is uneven. Now we're gonna lay asphalt all over, even though this it won't stick or whatever. We'll see what will happen. Maybe we can make some of it at least a little harder. get like partial roads done or whatever. Quite a journey. Okay. Yeah, I wish the freaking scroll wheel would work better. But Arling Road works. Roller, please be faster than that stupid thing. You don't seem that fast, I'm sorry to say. You also seem like you're rather slow. I had such high hopes for you being faster. But yeah, I mean, lesson learned. Don't build a road. Just put in the sand and flatten it, and then that's about it. And try and run with that. Only if you really have to invest in making a road. Because it's harder than you think. It is way harder than you think. I mean, mainly because these vehicles are just so painfully slow. Well, let's hope this sawmill has some real impact on the world, because we've spent a lot of time making sure this thing works. Now, to be fair, this road will be used by us in the future as well for other miscellaneous operations. So it's not all just for the sawmill, but in terms of our accounting, it's all going in the sawmill. Okay, begin rolling asphalt. Okay, through the middle, nice and easy. Okay, stop rolling. I think we got a nice decent little road here. Keep rolling. These grasses are good, because the grasses they hold the soil and all that. Prevent it from all breaking apart when there's a first sign of trouble. Although I think I am making the ground a lot worse with this roller. But these are thin layers of mud, you know, not deep-seated mud layers, so vehicles should be able to just drive through them without too much trouble. A little bit of trouble, sure, but not too much. For now, all we gotta do is keep moving. We have more road to build. Give me like an Arlington all-in-one assumption. Okay, we have begun rolling asphalt. Yeah, it doesn't work on the ground. That would be very powerful. If we, but you know, if we could just skip the first two steps and just make the road. But of course, you cannot do that. It's not how it works. Anyway, it'll work all through here though, because this is all sand. So it's all sanded up before. I found a little bit of a gap there, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. Stop rolling. And look at that. It's so hot it's steaming. It's steaming hot. Yeah, but all the big troubling areas now have been flattened. They have been dealt with. Yeah, this seems to be doing a lot better, by the way, with this area. than the freaking asphalt layer did. The asphalt layer was going nuts. It could not handle it. The roller, I mean, I guess it's because of tires, you know. If you have treads, you gotta have like big treads. You gotta have huge treads to be able to manage. The thing with that one though, the treads were like small. With small treads, it's really quite difficult to get any useful results, you know. Alright, build a road over that little water area. And then finally, just in front of the sawmill, we shall make a little bit of road, just to give the trucks a little bit of a boost. You know how it is. Sometimes these roads, they just need a little bit of a boost. Begin the rolling of the asphalt. And all this super muddy, horrible little area is now perfectly acceptable ground. Now obviously we can't roll it here, but there is a little bit of area up here where we can actually roll. So let's get that done. Boom, stop rolling. And look at that, let's get over here. Okay, let's try and build us a route. Okay, we're gonna try and avoid much of the mud as possible. And we're gonna try and stick to the established route. Now it still might get stuck. You know, no. Yeah, my scroll wheel just ain't working, bro. Honestly, it's very annoying because it's like it's one of those functions in the game where they literally don't expect it to have anything wrong with that. So you can't even rebind your scroll wheel. Like, really, game? Let me Q&E it. But no Q&E for me. You have to suffer along. Alright, give me a sec. I hope it's saved. Okay, real quick. Let's finish plotting that route. I just want to see it. Just want to see it succeed or fail. Am I? I don't. Do I need to. I need to go there. What am I doing? Okay. This is gonna be a problem, huh? Yeah, the door is probably also open outside. Ah, crappy. Crappy. Okay. Can you zoom? Oh my god, it sucks, bro. Thank you. No, thank you. Okay. Let's see if you are able to deal. It's a small vehicle, so yep, well, filled up with little logs. Now you are from a sawmill out in the outskirts, so like a little bit of mud should not be much of a problem for you, right? And even if it was, you can save your strength for later on down the line. I have made some pretty convincing. Okay, good roads for you. A bit of a hole over there. Other than that though, look at that, you're moving around. You're doing rather well. As long as you can get to the next road chunk, should be fine. A little bit of mud never hurt anybody. Yep, okay, a little bit more mud and all that. Nice and easy. Here we have more road. Okay, so all of the horribleness should be dealt with, more or less. Okay, doing well, doing well. This area was a bit bad for some of my vehicles, but you guys seem to be doing very well with it. Yep, sliding along. Now the really bad part is going to start soon, but then I made a road over it, so it should not be that bad. There you go. Once we're on the road, should be smooth sailing. Especially it's sailing because we're in the middle of a swamp. But we have made a road here, so should be a-okay. Look at that. So we're out of there. Now I think we just gotta head in, right? We go a little bit straightforward, and then we gotta go in. This is where we deviate. So I've never actually explored this path. Don't really know how bad or good it is. I wouldn't say it's very good, but these vehicles are like powerful, so they were able to make it actually. So that's actually very, very surprising and nice. Question is, please open inside. Thank you. Okay. In we go. Into the truck shack. Boom. Organize your operations at the sawmill. Sawmill is now functional.
Now we're set up real nice. You can never be too prepared, right?
Very true. I agree. So, I'll now see you in a second. Okay, so our infrastructure is ready, just to make sure that it remembers. There you go. Give it a little kick. Now, oh, apparently a truck was already out there. Well, now there's two, so we'll see how they'll manage. In any case, that's done, basically. So, what do we got? Backup transformers to power substation. Yeah, that's going to be hard because they're over there. Return missing cargoes to the port. Yeah, honestly, let's start with that one. So, do we have a road to the port? We have a road to the sawmill, which basically is a road to the port. So, I'll say yes on that one. I'll give it a yes, even though I'm not 100% sure on that one, but it seems like I would. Yes, I would have a path. Okay, we'll send our truck over. We didn't track an objective, my bad. We're gonna do this. Several cargoes were washed away in the river to the north of the port. Pretty sure you're going that way anyway. So if you see any cargo, return it to the port, and the port itself was left in rather messy state. Clean up whatever you feel might get in your way. Honestly, no, I can probably just grab these with my own self. I was thinking of maybe sending the big boy crane, because big boy crane is a lot more capable than this bad boy here. But you know, it will do. Looking forward to seeing infrastructure complete this time instead of the garbage. Route failed shit that keeps showing up before, because it's not failing. Okay, the route is fine. works perfectly well. Especially because it's got so much road now to traverse. Sorry about that, it's in the way. The route infrastructure request complete, look at that. And another one should happen also very soon. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is. It's going through the water. So yeah, these vehicles are a lot more capable than I give them credit for, honestly. Feel like even without so much effort on the road front, they would have been fine. But you know what? Nothing is wasted. Makes my life easier now. Look at that, infrastructure route request complete. That's money in the bank. And more experience so that these freaking bosses of mine will allow me to buy better vehicles. It's kind of dumb that they can control what I buy. It's my money. I made the money myself. Let me spend it. But no, only if you prove yourself. Like, come on, man. You know how much shit I have done? I am insane is what I am. So this is like, it's most of the way. Yeah, this little bit is bad. So technically I would have extended the road a little bit further. Quite a bit further actually. Yeah, this is all bad. Huh. Well, anyway. We have this thing here. This is the barge. We did a lot of work to make this accessible. But right now that's not why we are here exactly. We are here for another piece of cargo. You, sir. Again, not vital to the rescue efforts, but it must belong to somebody important. Want to just like slide on over inside the like where you're supposed to be, would appreciate it. That would make my life a lot easier if it were like in the recommended area. No, you just want to hang out on the side like that. You know, I can't really stop you, but like I'd rather you didn't. Alright. So here we are at the port. That's one of them is done, right? I would say that's done. There you go. Just to make sure that you know that you're done. You're gonna drop you off there sideways, just for fun. Okay. I mean, the mulcher was here. You should have mulched these little stumps too, causing some problems of their own. The hell happened here? Seem to have fallen into some kind of a muddy area. How did that happen? Yeah, I will make my way through here, whether you like it or not. Is that a stump? What happened here? The hell did I get stuck? Trees never bothered me before. You can literally just kill them. You can knock them down. Okay, so here is the barge. Again, this area we have cleared ourselves. So, you know, that's not the problem. The problem is the item that is over here. Come on. Now that is resilience. Fell off a cliff and we lived. Not only did we live, we will complete the mission too. Yeah, we need a crane here. I don't think we're gonna survive this. We did. Look at that, the route is getting completed. Maybe differential lock was the problem here. Nope. Why not you sit tight? I'll see about sending something to help you out. What can we send to help it out? There is only one. Big boy crane. I probably should have sent the crane in the first place, right? To deal with the cargo stuff over there. But whatever. Having a big crane there probably makes a lot of sense anyway. so you know we will send it, and it should have a much easier time of getting to the sawmill, and then behind the sawmill is where we can get to the place where my thing is stuck. And actually pick up some good speed here. Almost easy to travel. Another one struggling around in there, not that I can see. Probably have one on the road though, making its way over here. Hopefully, I mean that is the route. You know, that's what gets me the big bucks. That's why we built this big ass road here to transport stuff from these sawmills over here, because we have a vested interest in the sawmills. We should anyway, because you know we help them a lot. They owe us something. Okay. Easy, just keep pushing. Okay, so make our way into the sawmill, and there is apparently a path behind the sawmill that leads to where we want to go. And this is where the trucks spawn, so I don't want to mess too much around here. Ah, I see why people don't want to come here. It's all it's Stump City. Keep on rolling. Bro, let me pick something else. Bloody hell, I lost my dang crane. Well, that's what I get for trying to be dumb. I tipped over the crane. So now we gotta do the journey again. And that is the annoying part. Okay, time is up, but I really want to finish at least delivering the truck. One one time. With the one time I'm talking about. Once with the last thing. Okay, just this will be a little annoying. Okay, bear with it for now. It'll be over soon. Hello. I think you are the last one, maybe. Get on over there. Make me money. There is also an achievement still left for getting like a lot of vehicles to go on routes that I have made. I haven't received that yet. Looking forward to it. That should make progress towards that. We have a warehouse, part of the logging industry that we set up here. Boom, 80k. I have $80,000 to spend on whatever the heck I want. And what am I gonna spend it on? Probably a new crane. That's what's going to be unlocked in the next level, I think. Look like a crane to me. I don't know. Maybe something else. Whatever. Some kind of new vehicle is going to be unlocked soon. Because this last level was disappointing. They didn't give me any vehicles. Which is like, really, man? I leveled up and you get nothing for it? That's crazy. We'll take the higher road. Create some well-worn paths. Come on. Full gas. Give her everything it's got. Okay, camera mode, that's what I wanted. Okay. We have these books. Turns out this was the target of the entire operation, so you can like stay there or whatever. I'll be heading over with this big box of mine and I'll be delivering it and making my cash money. Do not tilt. Yeah, good luck with that. Better be super valuable. Now you go to the sensible thing and go back to the... One second. Alright, I gotta go, but that's, you know, that was known already. Come on. There you go. Just any tree that's in the way, just knock it down. Okay. Okay. Bloody hell. Can you get out? Seems like without the weight of the container, you definitely can get out. As such, you can complete the delivery maybe. Slow and steady, yes, but I have heard that is how you make it. It's too slow. I'll see you in the next one.